What is going on, guys? Blink here, back with a new guide. I'll be talking about different ways to push your opponents. Also, the V-Bucks giveaway is still going on, so make sure to visit the link in the description to enter. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications as I post an Amazon gift card code in the comments every time I upload. By turning on notifications, you'll have a way better chance of getting here first and redeeming that code. Anyways, guys, let's get to the guide. I see many players push forts with stairs, which is good, but they don't acknowledge the height difference when pushing. So what I mean by this is that they'll push a fort with stairs and their opponent can see them push the whole way. Then what ends up happening is they don't react when the fort player peeks, and they end up taking a lot of damage or die because they try running through the bullets or just won't react to the peek at all. So I'll show you what the stair pusher should be doing. So right here I hit my opponent twice with the tactical shotgun. I gotta get closer if I want to do some significant damage, so I push with the stairs. Now I use my stairs to push all the way up, right? Well, no. If I only used the stairs, I would have eventually been dead by the time I built up to the roof, because my opponent can clearly see me. So what you want to do is add a wall on top of your stairs, which places your stairs a bit higher. Now, as you guys can see, my opponent cannot see me, and I can build right above him. Now, this can also be useful when an opponent beats you to the high ground with his stairs and starts trying to take shots at you. You would then place a wall to avoid taking damage, but then build a floor and start pushing over top of your wall, which would allow you to get the high ground. This whole method is mostly used when your opponent is in front of you. If your opponent is on the left or right side, you'd be doing the wall strat, where you place walls on the side the shots are coming from, as you've seen in many of my guides. Alrighty, so to finish this method off, here's an example where my opponent tried pushing by climbing my stairs. Once I peeked out, he tried jumping off. What he should have done is once I peeked, he should have placed a wall in front of him, and then the floor, and then the stairs to push above me. And if he was still exposed, he could have done it once again. Do it as many times as you like until you're safe from the vision of your opponent. Alright, this next method is more of a passive push. It's not as aggressive, and it works very well too. So, your opponent's inside a fort. You would get closer to the fort, and then you would build your own fort right beside his. If you're confident with your sniping abilities, you can go for the snipe, which I did, and my opponent actually never noticed me, which I was pretty shocked. Now, if you don't have a sniper or you would rather use an AR, then this is where it's going to become a little tricky. You're going to need to peek in and out and see if you can take off your opponent's shields. Once you have done that, you can push by building 2 floors side by side, and then 2 stairs and 2 walls right in front to avoid getting shot down. Now, I'll show you guys another example of me setting up a fort to fight off my opponent. I use ramps to get closer, and once I'm at a pretty close distance, I build myself a fort and start putting pressure on him. Once again, I recommend doing this if you have a sniper, rocket launcher, or a grenade launcher. If you don't have any of those things, then the better thing to do would be to push him and utilize your shotguns. So I had a grenade launcher and started spamming his fort, which he then ended up pushing me, and he never placed a wall on the side I was on, which allowed me to get an easy shotgun shot off. He somehow fell through his stairs, which I'm not sure how, but anyways, I tried getting more hits off without giving up the high ground. He then built stairs up and never acknowledged that his whole back was exposed. I shot him once, and then he kept building stairs. Whenever you get shot, build a wall in the direction of the shots. He should have turned around after the first few stairs and utilized the wall trick I explained to get above me, and then I would have had to react. So since I have another clip that is super similar, I might as well show you guys another reason for the walls. This player tried getting above me, but he's building way too far and never built walls behind to stop my shots. I ended up shooting his stairs down because they weren't connected to anything, which he then fell to his death. Once again, guys, he needed to turn into my direction sooner, and right when he builds above me, that's when he instantly should have started taking shots back. You instantly shoot back to avoid your opponent from shooting your structures down so you don't fall to your death. That instant pressure is key. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you guys a great tip when pushing your opponent. So you hit your opponent a few times, and what he's going to do is build right away. Now, you guys want to see if you can sneak a few more bullets in. So you keep spraying at his structure until it looks like he's got enough support to peek over, because you don't want to spray too long as he might be able to peek over and snipe you. Now, the key here is to get closer and closer and keep shooting his structures down, because the key is not to allow him to heal as you push him. When he rebuilds a new structure, you then know he hasn't healed yet. In this situation, my opponent had to fight me for the high ground as he was weak. I had a lot more confidence going into the fight because I knew he had less than 40 HP. Here's another example of where I took my opponent's shields off, and he was trying to build to be able to regain his shields back, but I never let him, because as I pushed, I kept breaking his structures, and as you guys see, he kept rebuilding them, which means that I knew he never had enough time to heal up, and I was able to get super close to him, which made it easier for me to land some super easy shots. This is a super good way to put pressure on your opponent as you push him. If you let him heal, then the fight basically resets. So make sure you guys utilize this. Well, that's it for this guide. Hope this can help some of you guys out, and a like and a sub would be greatly appreciated, as it does help me out a lot. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you on the next one.